We all have cell phones, and therefore, all over the world, we are connected. And while being connected is good for the world, there are some connections that are very much the opposite. In fact, there are still some numbers that you can dial right now that will leave you confused, scared, or even worse. Dial these at your own risk. Here are 10 mysterious phone numbers that you can call right now. Number 10 is Binary Man. Originating in Marion, North Carolina, this voice over internet protocol line has been confusing and creeping out people all over the world. Calling 828-756-0109 will get you a recording of a man who sounds desperate to get a message out to the world. The first thing that you'll hear is a loud staticky sound that will likely make you pull the phone from your ear, followed by the frantic and out-of-breath man listing off a binary code, a series of zeros and ones, as he tries without success to stay calm. The recording ends with a monstrous sound as whatever's chasing him finally catches up and you hear what sounds like a scream. Then the call abruptly ends. But the most disturbing thing is that converted into text form, the binary code that the person in the recording delivers spells DEATH, death. Number 9 is Harvard sentences. If you're looking to hear something mysterious, then call 858-651-5050 and listen to the prose left in the recording. The poem, if you can call it that, begins with the lines, "Fishing in a mountain stream is my idea of a good time," spoken in what sounds like a man's voice, and after the dance they went straight home, said in what sounds like a woman's. The sentences continue on for several minutes, none of them seeming to make much of a connection to the next one, until the recording ends. The lines are all what's known as Harvard sentences, developed in the 1940s in a secret lab in the boiler room at Harvard University. They're designed to be phonetically balanced and are the result of experiments involving the effects of sound on the human ear. Despite this, they can cause an unsettling feeling in those who hear them. Number 8 is sobbing. Registered in Billerica, Massachusetts, the number 978-435-9163 will connect you to a truly unsettling recording full of fear and despair. As soon as the message begins, the sound of a man sobbing uncontrollably can be heard, his wails and cries echoing off the walls, as if he's moving slowly through a tunnel of some kind. Combined with the occasional sound of something dripping, it's been widely suggested that the recording took place in a sewer that the man is somehow lost in. Adding to the already unsettling audio, a loud screech can be heard near the end of the message, as if an evil, hungry creature is making its way closer and finally reaches the crying man before the recording suddenly ends, only to play again and again in a loop. Number 7 is the red numbers. On April 13th, 2007, an email began circulating in Pakistan that warned people not to answer their cell phones if the number calling them appears on their device in red numerals. When they answered, the recipient of the call would hear an incredibly high-pitched tone that would cause damage to their brain. The frequency was said to be so ear-splitting that it could cause devastating and potentially lethal nerve damage. The calls began happening more frequently, and the story spread quickly across the globe. Telephone companies which launched investigations into the story could not find any evidence that the phones were taking lives. However, many still claim that the numbers, a list of which can be found online, are still in service and causing damage. For obvious reasons and for the protection of you guys, I'm not going to give you those numbers, and I highly encourage that you do not look them up. Number 6 is 666. To many, the number 6 has long been associated with evil, with the number 666 often being referred to as the number of the beast and being directly linked to the devil himself. So naturally, it shouldn't come as a surprise to learn that dialing Satan's number would bring with it potential dangers. In fact, numerous people have claimed that the phone number 666-666-6666 should never be called, as they've experienced horrible events shortly after connecting with it. It's also been claimed by many that simply dialing 666 can bring about a terrible fate, as it's a way to contact the devil directly. While some claim nothing happens, others have reported hearing eerie music or even satanic tones. Regardless of which number you're dialing, it might be best to try another number. Number 5 is I am friendly. Calling 701-347-1936 will get you a recording of what sounds like garbled chatter, at one point accompanied by ominous music. But what many claim it also brings you is a curse which will do more than scare you. The number, the source of which is Castleton, North Dakota, is connected to the game Five Nights at Freddy's. However, exactly how is unknown. It could be a number that simply hasn't been found in the game, or the work of someone who loves it, but either way, fans can almost immediately recognize the connection. At first, it almost seems like whoever's speaking is talking backwards, but many have made out the phrase, I am friendly, how are you, and even I will kill you. If the stories are true, then they just might. Number 4 is Suzys drowning. Started in the 1970s, a phone number based in the United Kingdom was often called by young people looking to be creeped out. Using payphones, they could dial the number for free and reach a recording of a female's voice. Sounding distressed, the woman would urgently call for action on the part of the caller, saying things like, help me, Suzy's dying, or help me, Suzy's drowning, neither of which left those listening feeling particularly good about what was happening. Today, it might be hard to find the exact number, as although many people can remember calling 202020 or 20202020, the exact digits are disputed. Still, it's chilling to think that either someone kept changing the message or there's a paranormal entity bent on haunting those phone lines. Number 3 is the most 8s. When 48-year-old Vladimir Grashnov, the CEO of Mobitel, a mobile phone company in Bulgaria, first issued the phone number 0888-888-888 to himself, he obviously had no clue just how bad an idea that was. Shortly after getting it, an aggressive form of cancer took hold, ending his life. Grashnov wasn't the last to fall to the number either, as every person who had the multi-8 phone number has lost their life in tragic and often violent ways. So many lives were taken because of it that it was permanently taken out of circulation by the phone company. Today, it's said that although it's no longer connected, calling 0888-888-888 will bring about horrible and potentially fatal consequences. Oddly, 8 is considered to be a lucky number in many cultures, but in this case, it most certainly wasn't lucky at all. Number 2 is Booth World Industries. If you're looking to have some remodeling done, then calling 630-296-7536 could get you in contact with the right organization. That is, if the type of remodeling you're looking to do consists of someone losing their life. At least that's what you're led to believe when you call it. Dialing this number will connect you with a landline in Illinois, USA, belonging to Booth World Industries, where you'll either hear the recorded message that they've set up or the voice of an actual ridiculously creepy operator. Whatever name you give them apparently becomes the company's target and will be dealt with by Booth World's employees. Said to be a way to continue a horror story by Christopher Bloodworth, this number brings with it a true eerie feeling when called. And number 1 is Sadako's number. It's without question that some of the best horror movies come out of Japan, but sometimes the legends here in the real world are even scarier than those portrayed on the screen. Many who have dialed 090-4444-4444, a number out of Japan, have reported hearing unsettling noises coming from the other end. Some claim the number summons an Onryo, a vengeful grudge spirit with an unrelenting wrath towards anything and anyone it encounters, or is foolish enough to summon it. It's believed that once you call this cursed phone number, similar to the curse in the movie The Ring, you have 7 days to get your affairs in order. Then you'll suffer a terrible accident, one which will severely injure you, or worse, cost you your life.